What's going on, my beat builders? It's a great day to be alive. This is one of my favorite videos. If you're a OG to the channel, you know I love doing the sync updates. If you're new, I love providing these sync updates so you can get a realistic view about what I make, the cues I get, general stuff like that, so you'll have better expectations in your sync licensing journey. But before we get to the numbers of the money, I want to get to the cue sheets. So I'm in ASCAP. So if you're at ASCAP at the time of the video, this is how the things look in your cue sheets of what you would get. And if we look for August, I had a couple of cues. This love and hip hop cue I had, and I had this dress my tour cue, and another love and hip hop Miami couple cues you see right here at the top in September. Keep it on the low. So that's not bad. And then that the Love and Hip Hop Miami actually came in September, but this is the update for last month, so I'm still including this in the update. Now let's get to my earnings, and as you can see, I earned a whopping total $272.76. Now, I'm still proud of that. It's not a lot of money, but hey, it's money I didn't have to work extra for. While I was doing my other jobs, this was bringing in money. And usually my international royalty statements are not as much as my domestic royalties. That's just how it goes. That at least for ASCAP, you get domestic and you get international. Since I signed up, I was in the US. I'm a part of ASCAP. So everything outside of the US is considered international, even though right now I live in Canada. So since I live in Canada, I don't have to register with SOCAN, which is the PRO in Canada, because ASCAP collects all international royalties. So if you're just starting your sync journey, and let's say you're in Canada, you would register with a PRO SOCAN to collect your royalties, and then they'll collect other royalties around the world. We look at the pie chart, we see most of the placements came from television, which if you're going the route that I went, which is having my music and music production libraries, most of your money and cues will come from a blanket television license. If we go down to performance categories, you got the television as the highest, over $200. You got other royalties, $22. On demand, internet television, TV remission, sync rights, all this stuff. And even look at that, download audiovisual work of 1 cent. Hey, it's probably more than what you can make on Spotify, that they give you like 0.0000 of a cent. So, hey, any money is good money in my book. And we scroll down to the countries. My biggest placements with money wise is the UK. Coming in second is Canada, Australia. And for some reason, I thought it was odd when I scrolled down to South America and Latvia that they actually put 0 cent. So maybe I am making less than 1%. It just only goes to a certain decimal places. And then let's go to my quarterly trends over here. You can see how the numbers go. And this is just the trends for the international statements. You can see the other prices, and it's not that much money, right? But it adds up, and every little bit helps. That's why I like sync licensing. I could be doing my other jobs, and the money just adds up. My throat is a little dry. This is a reminder. Producers, you sitting down all day, make sure you got some water next to you. I mean, you can drink something. A lot of other stuff have liquids. You might want to drink some of that little stuff that gets you a little tipsy, or that other stuff, but water is good for your body. Anyway, some money is better than no money, and I can do my other jobs while I'm collecting money, right? When I'm at work, songs are playing on TV, and I'm just collecting money in the background from all the work that I've been putting in for over my 10 years in the sync licensing game. So if you're new to sync licensing and just hearing about it, and you're thinking that's not a lot of money, well, it's compounding on stuff that I already did. And I'm pretty sure if I go back and saw the actual tracks that made the money, they don't give me a breakdown with my international royalties of the tracks and which ones made more money, like my domestic royalties usually are. They break down how many plays, how much each play is worth. But I can almost guarantee it's probably the same cues that's getting me money in the US that's getting me money internationally as well. And one thing I want to stress, that it doesn't have to be a full-time thing. That money you saw is definitely not a full-time income. That's maybe one bill or so. But I don't rely on that for the majority of my income. And there's nothing wrong with working a full or part-time job while you're trying to do the sync licensing game. And if I was to say, that probably puts you in a great scenario, actually, right? Like you can have a full-time job, you're paying your bills with that, and you might have a little bit more extra money, then you can invest in your equipment over time. And that's what I do. My job pays most of the bills, and I have a little bit over. I reinvest getting different equipment, and then some stuff I get with my sync licensing with my bigger checks, I reinvest in equipment that I need. So don't feel bad if you can't make this a full kind income, because it's really hard to do so. And let me know in the comments if you like this and you want to hear other videos and you have other questions that I can answer for you, because I really like these behind the scene videos that talk about the income and the realistic view about sync licenses. I don't want you to get the idea that you're just going to jump in and just be making thousands of dollars. Now, you can do that. Some people have got lucky, but for the majority, it's just not going to happen. That's just what it is. Sorry to tell you. It just is what it is. But I hope this gives you some kind of hope, like to think, okay, that's not bad. I'll take that kind of money, right? It's just side money. So that's it. Take it easy. Peace.